Mellow manifestations to everyone. I hope everyone is feeling great. I actually want to start this episode because we've been going pretty hot uh, the last few weeks. The Mellow Brick Road has been pretty bumpy. And so, what I want to do to start us off with this week on path number 46 is I want to start with a guided meditation. That sound good, Trace?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. So, here's what I want everyone to do. If you are at work, go ahead and log off, stop what you're doing, close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes yet. Pull off to the side of the road, park your car, then close your eyes. If you're operating heavy machinery, just go ahead and drop whatever you're doing. Don't even like turn it off. Just toss it.
Just
in
get out.
any general direction,
Yeah.
and just close your eyes. All right, now I want everyone to close their eyes. Breathe in, breathe out very softly, listening to the breath enter your body, and then slowly exit your body. And now as you're breathing, keeping in touch with your breath, I want you to not physically move, but focus your mind and your attention on the tip top of your head. Just feel it, and then as you're feeling, and once you feel that on the top of your head, kind of do like a mental scan all the way down your body. You don't have to move physically, and just kind of bring your attention downward over your face, your eyes, your nose, your lips, your chin, whatever's sore. Once you get down to your shoulders, if your neck feels sore, don't move or try to adjust it. Just make note of it. Know it's there. Move down your arms, down to your fingertips. Feel the little energies, the vibrations in your fingertips. And then as you move down your chest and your rib cage, as you're scanning through, don't give them a tickle. Don't tickle. Keep your eyes closed. Go down to your waist. Okay, now slowly bring your attention over your rump and supple buttocks. Just admire that dump truck that you had behind there and just enjoy it. Same with the front. Same if you're going down. If you're a man, just be very satisfied with what you've got. Great or small, all beautiful in God's eyes. Women, same goes for you. Great or small, doesn't matter. Just everybody's got a beautiful body. Anyway, moving down your thighs and your knees, all the way down. Scan yourself all the way down to your ankles and your feet. Make sure your feet are sore. Why don't you make sure those keep note of that. Make sure those are okay. Give them a rub down after this. Maybe for the rest of the episode, just rub your feet. That'll be nice for everyone to do. All right, now as you finish your scan of your body, make note of all the soreness and going. And oh, wait a second. What's that over there? Keep your eyes shut, but mentally look in that general direction that I'm pointing that you can't see. Just look over there. What is that? Behind the trees. Who is that? Who is that? Is that a man? He's looking at you. He's got bloodshot eyes and his teeth are they're sharp and they're drooling. He looks like he's gonna hunt you. It's Shia LaBeouf.
I knew you were doing the Shia.
It's Shia LaBeouf. Keep your eyes shut, closed. It's okay. It's okay. He's not really here. We're doing a meditation. He's not here. He's not really here. But just mentally imagine a flesh man-hungry Shia LaBeouf charging towards you from the forest. Oh no! If you're in your car, get your car back started. Get going. You can go. If you're in your car,
he's
drive
on
off.
all fours now. He's gaining on you.
All right, now mentally, just breathe in, breathe out. Don't freak out. Don't react too quickly. He's pretty far away. He's still coming to you. Remember, you did that mental scan. What was in your back pocket? Bowie hunting knife. Pull that out. Just all you gotta do is hold it up against you, like in the movies. When the monster jumps at you and you just hold it. You know how that always works. Just do that. And once you've been sure that Shia LaBeouf is done bleeding and is a corpse, go ahead and you can skin him where you are. Take the meat, separate it into bags, and take that meat home into your freezer. And now you're gonna start the next week with a freezer stocked full of delicious Shia LaBeouf meat. All right, now breathe in and out and open our eyes. Wow. Hello, everyone.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Look.
We've talked about cannibalism. We're here
Who
now.
knew we were here on the Mellow Brick Road?
Yeah.
I could have sworn there was a blood-hungry Shia LaBeouf just over the ridge there.
I knew exactly where you were going when you started that.
Oh man,
I knew
I've
you were
been
gonna land on
waiting
that.
days to do that. I was gonna do it
He's
last week.
gaining on you.
I forgot to do it last week. Everyone, hello! Thank you for joining us on this week's Mellow Brick Road. I am Van, your meditation guru today. I'm not a guru. I'm a meditation teacher.
And I'm
wanna
Trace,
pretend I
and
am.
I just want to apologize for any of the. I was just breathing, but it may have sounded like laughter. That's just how I breathe.
That's just how you breathe.
Yeah, I just breathe.
You have to take pills.
It sounds. Yeah. It's getting bad. I'm getting a little bit addicted.
It sounds bad. Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
I'm getting addicted to the pills, and I need more every day.
Well, that's okay. I mean, as long as it's not hurting you financially.
Well, I mean, a doctor's giving them to me, so how bad can they really be?
Exactly. How bad could they be? A doctor's giving.
They're not naturally grown.
His job is to make sure you feel better, no matter how that means.
Right.
Whatever's the quickest, most expensive way.
Yeah.
Yours.
But he's all about feeling good right now. He's not worried about later.
He doesn't
We'll
care about
worry about
later.
later when later is now.
That's future you problems.
Yeah.
That's not present your problem.
Right.
That's for future you to deal with. Yeah, you're enjoying the now.
Yeah.
But seriously, that breathing was pretty bad. You need to get that.
Yeah,
fixed.
I need to get that checked out. So I apologize if that affected anybody's meditation there, but
Yeah, so we're gonna start
I'll
off.
work on it.
We're trying to start off on a happier, or on a lighter note,
Yeah.
right? So I did the meditation, so now we should all be pretty mentally and physically prepped, unless you did a full scan and found a lot of troubling pain
If
within
you found a lump, go get it checked
I
out.
would probably do some stretching if you're able to while you're listening. Just
And drink lots of water.
lots of water is good. If you
Well-
maybe like Propel,
Drink water.
drink some.
I don't think you need to
vitamins,
drink
some
a lot.
Vitamins.
I think recently it's kind of been decided that drinking a lot of water is a little redundant. You don't need to drink a lot of water. Drink water throughout the day, but you don't need to drink 2 gallons of water to be healthy every day.
I heard 8 hours of sleep is okay. Okay, that's pretty good. They say 9 sometimes actually now.
Must
don't
be
know.
nice.
I didn't get any sleep. last
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't get
I
anywhere
got
near that.
zero sleep, and I got off.
Have
work.
you ever considered doing a sleep study? Have you ever looked into that?
Not really. I don't know. I have really inconsistent sleep.
I've decided that that's probably something I'm going to pursue.
I just don't drink. That'd be cool. You know what? I'll do it too. I want to do it.
And we go together.
Yeah, let's go together. Let's do a Mellow Brick Road.
We'll do it at the hospital.
Are you gonna do like a dream reading as well?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 'Cause I don't dream that much anymore.
What do they do? Like, they get on the dream catcher and they just like trace their finger over the strings.
Well, see, like what happens is they have you lay
plays it
down. They have you lay down on the couch,
Mhm.
right? Kind of like a therapist thing, where like you're laying.
Yeah, the
and you have your
weird
head on the
bench
thing.
that they always put
Right.
you on.
But what they do is they lay the you know how dream catchers have the little tassels that hang off
Yeah.
at the end. Okay, so whoever is interpreting the dreams, they're sitting in the chair like beside you, and you're laying next to them, and they have the dream catcher, and they just hold it. But sometimes they have like a rod, but usually they'll just hold it directly over your head as you're like, they have you shut your eyes, and they'll have the no, not everyone else shut their eyes. As you're driving, keep driving, don't shut your eyes. I'm talking to Trace. I'm just talking to him. They have you close your eyes, and then they hold the dream catcher over you, and the tassels rest on your forehead.
Oh.
Right. So what they basically are doing is they'll give you some like sleeping pills or roofies or whatever they have. I don't know what they have.
Probably not
roofies. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what they have.
Melatonin?
Maybe. They want
Maybe
a quick one
roofies.
though. Maybe they might just like what's that?
Ruhifnol.
What's the when they do that?
Oh, chloroform?
Chloroform. They might chloroform me too. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
Hey, welcome to your sleep study.
We haven't been there yet, so we
haven't done it yet.
possibilities are
We don't
endless.
know.
And they're gonna have you sleep and dream, and what's gonna happen is as you're dreaming, the little tassels are gonna they kind of
They're like tree roots.
they kind of catch the energy of your dreams,
Oh.
and
They suck 'em out.
they start vibrating, and it causes like a spider web. You know how spider webs, like when it flies on it, it causes that one thread to vibrate.
Yeah.
Your dreams, it'll cause like one of those threads from the tassel. It'll cause the thread to vibrate, and then they know what the pattern is. The dream interpreter does, so they can like be like, oh, that's the you were molested as a child string, or oh, that's a clown phobia thing.
I was not.
Not that you know.
That I haven't. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
If it's suppressed.
I don't think we were.
I don't think so.
I don't think I was. Mellowbrook Road .podcast@gmail.com. Let us know if you molested us, because we don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone did, but if you did,
please
reach out.
open that.
We'll have you on
wound.
the show.
No.
You don't want to hash it out?
Well, first of all, it hadn't happened, but like, that would be, man, that'd be strange.
What if you arm wrestled them on the show as like a way to get closure?
Is that what we would need to do for closure?
I don't know. I don't
Just
know
turned
how
off. I'm not worried about it. So,
There it goes.
I not to be dramatic, I have really, really, really bad dreams,
Yeah.
and it's causing me to not sleep.
Getting
And
some
so-
like nightmares, some night terrors or something.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Hmm.
And I mean, not really bad. I'm
What
not
are you
like
dreaming about?
just I think my brain puts me in a lot of positions to scare me
Mhm.
because I have a lot of stress and things going on, and so then my brain on my conscious brain thinks something bad is happening. So then my subconscious brain is like, I need to think up of a scenario right now so we can wake him up because he's worried about something.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's in danger. So then I get these really crazy, like anything you can think of that's scary.
That's
I've had
a
that.
lot of things.
But dude, here's a crazy one right now. Let's
Give it to
dive
me.
into
Yeah.
it. Because we did this a couple episodes ago.
Yeah,
Or I mean,
I didn't do a very good job. I
weeks
don't
and
think.
weeks ago, but
That's right.
I thought it was great. So this one was super strange because I've never had something like this. The other day I was dreaming that I was in my house, and in one of our rooms there's a pretty large windows. They're like 6 feet tall
Mhm.
on both sides of a corner. So there's a corner of a room, there's a big window here and a big window here. And I had dreamed that I was walking into that. It was like night.
Mhm.
I'm like walking into that room, and I'm kind of looking at that corner, and I see somebody kind of run by it.
Ooh,
And I'm like, what the fuck was that?
that's no good.
So I kind of wait for them to come back around the corner and through the next window, and they never came. And I'm like,
This is in the dream.
yeah, this is my dream.
Okay.
I'm like, man, that's really strange. So I go back, do whatever I did, come back into the room, and I see it again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Who is that? And all of a sudden, I get this like, remember in SpongeBob where they would do the extreme close-ups that were just super weird,
Oh yeah.
like grotesque
like
looking things?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That shit.
Oh,
Where you can see
yeah.
like the booger in their nose
Yeah.
and the
Every
wrinkles and
pore on their face.
hair follicles and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
It was like that, but it was a Neanderthal.
What?
It was like a caveman Neanderthal face.
Whoa.
And it was like this,
Uh-huh.
screeching, like it was in my face.
Yeah.
And then he fucking did a blowgun, and it went through my window. Yeah, we have a blowgun. I don't know if that's where it
What?
came from. Dude, the Neanderthal does a blowgun, and I duck, and then it was like, it felt like an hour. So the blowgun happens, and I
Mhm.
run back to whatever room.
Dude, I cannot
And then
run in dreams.
Then it was just banging on the door.
Oh
And
my
I'm fucking like
God.
screaming, like, get the fuck out, what are you doing?
Jesus.
And it was just banging,
Just
and
a
banging, and
Neanderthal?
banging. Yeah.
This is interesting to me.
And then
Yeah.
I fucking woke up, full sweat,
Oh yeah.
blanket soaked,
Yep.
got up, and it was 3:30 in the morning, got up and sat on the couch till 7.
Holy shit. What'd
It
you
was-
do?
I just sat there.
You just sat? You didn't like get on your phone or anything?
Well, I was in that thing where your eyes like burn really bad with the light, so I'm
Yeah.
just sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
I don't know if I fell back asleep or if I was just sitting
Right.
there.
That's literally that's how I sleep on Saturdays when I have to work. Like
But
at-
this isn't every night, but there's so many dreams like that. And then I cannot, it's not like a worry thing, like, oh, I can't go back to sleep. It's just, it's like, well, my body's done sleeping for
I
the
think
night.
for me it's a worry thing. For me, when I can't sleep on Saturdays nights when I have to work because I have to wake up at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
To go to work. Because I'm afraid that I will oversleep. So I think for me it's a
I do
worry
that.
thing, and so I'll just like roll around in bed, and like it won't feel like sleep. It'll just feel like I'm laying there with my eyes shut,
Mm-hmm.
and then like my brain will just like go silent for a while,
Mhm.
and then I'll kind of roll over. And I'm like, I feel like I'm still awake,
Mm-hmm.
and then I look at I'm like, oh, an hour's gone by, and then I roll over again, and then like the same thing happens,
Yeah.
and then it's like, and then eventually my alarm goes off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cool,
That's me.
time to get up for work.
That's me. And I
drank also 3 Yeti tumblers of coffee today. It was.
are you
it's-
feeling good right now?
No, it's
Oh.
fuck. I'm ready to like crash.
Um,
man.
so-
I am so out of it.
I will say though, So I've been looking into a sleep study off of stress and anxiety reasoning. And, I was getting these headaches, and all my life I've always said, if I have a headache, it's because I haven't drank water, I haven't ate, or I haven't slept. That's the only 3 reasons I'll ever have a headache. If I know I've done all those things, then it's like, okay, this headache is something else.
I get headaches when I don't sleep. Like, I get really bad, like, migraines.
If I get a headache, I can go down the list and usually go, yeah, I didn't sleep very good last night. That's why I have my headache. And I was getting these really weird headaches after not sleeping well, and I'm like, it's got to be a sleep thing. So I went to the dentist recently, and I haven't been to the dentist in like a decade.
That's not good.
I know, that's not
good.
good.
Last time I went to the dentist, I think 2 years ago. No, it was like a year. It was like, wait, how long have I? So it's okay. So it's been like 2 years, and
it's literally been like 12.
And before that, it had been like 12 years.
But guess
and
what?
I still had pretty good teeth though.
No cavities.
Yeah, he said I had some cavities that are potentially knocking at the door. Is how he described it, and I am fine now. I mean, now I have like a water flosser. So I had to get used to. I took
they recommended that,
and it's fucking sick. It's nice, sick in a good way. Kids, and yeah, I try to take good care of my teeth.
But yeah, so I'm there, and there were some things within my teeth, just with the structure of my teeth, not the actual like health of them.
Yeah.
But just the way my mouth is, they were like, "Have you?" I just thought it was super interesting because I'd been looking into it. They were like, "Have you ever done a sleep study?" And I said,
"The dentist asked you this?"
Yes, the dentist. And I go, "No, but I have been looking into it for other reasoning."
I can think of a lot of other reasons why you could do a sleep study. Because you grind your fucking teeth when you sleep, dude.
So
and it makes me want to blow my brains out.
This is crazy.
The sound of it makes me want to
This may be uninteresting to people listening, but if you really want to know some details about me.
Hey, everyone sleeps.
So hey, this could help somebody.
Everybody
what I'm about to say may help somebody.
Everyone has problems sleeping sometimes.
Everybody poops. Everybody sleeps.
You know who sucks at sleeping? Fucking babies, dude.
Yeah.
Infants are the worst.
So I'm at the dentist. I have all 4 wisdom teeth in. They've grown.
Mm-hmm.
And the dentist was like, we probably need to pull those. Just structurally, I don't think they make a lot of sense. And they mentioned another thing about how my front teeth meet my bottom teeth, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden the dentist goes, stick your tongue out. Because we were talking about sleep studies and pain and stuff.
Same way he did it to you. Ugh. Okay.
She goes, stick your tongue out.
Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean it. No, don't show the people.
Is there like a wiki tongue?
A wiki tongue?
Like wiki feet, that site?
Ew.
Wiki tongue.
Well, people are going to put stuff they're going to Photoshop shit in your mouth now.
So?
I mean, that's whatever.
So...
Yeah, Mellow podcast.
Yeah, send them to him.
Put them in our DMs, dude. We'll post it online. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. So anyway, she goes, stick your tongue out. And I'm like...
Can't wait.
I'm like, weird. And she said I had a scalloped tongue, which I'm not going to do it right now. If you look at it, you can...
Is that when you do the shape with your tongue?
No, I can't do that.
I can't do that. I
can't do the clover. I can roll it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the... Oh, now my mouth is out there.
With a little hole.
Mm.
So...
stick something in my little
They said
hole.
I had a scalloped tongue, which if you look at it, you can literally see the imprints of my teeth. Because I push my teeth so far... I push my tongue into my teeth at night. And they think it's because I'm trying to get a stronger airway. And because I'm clenching my teeth so hard and pushing my tongue. They're like, could be cause for headaches.
Dude,
could be cause for poor
sleep. We were
sleep.
at Busch Stadium, and we were looking at the back wall. And we were seeing like the laces indented on the wall from the baseballs.
Yeah.
That's like your tongue.
That's my tongue.
Your
my tongue
is
is the mat,
wall,
the green mat that's out there. And the ball, my teeth are the stitching of the ball.
You know, they got to replace that.
Yeah.
They're going to
have to cut my tongue out.
You're going to have to get a tongue transplant. That's the strongest muscle in your body.
Yeah.
And you're fucking yours up, bud.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? But I just thought it was crazy.
I've never heard of that.
Because I was just going to the dentist for a cleaning, and they didn't find, I wouldn't call them problems, they just found things that they're like, hey, we could probably do this, we could probably do this.
Did they find any bruising in the back of your throat?
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. No problem.
No, I'm just kidding.
So I've never even thought about wisdom teeth. I mean, I have because I had all kinds of friends and people that I know that have gotten them removed.
Yeah.
And people say they're the worst, but I don't know what they're talking about.
Do you have them?
I don't
Yours
know.
aren't in?
I mean, I have teeth.
I have.
Aren't they? They're like
They're the
very
further,
back teeth?
Yeah, they're the
I
furthest
think
back.
I have those teeth. Yeah,
All 4 of mine are in.
like they're good to go.
Yours are probably. Some people don't have a problem with them.
I have never had a problem.
That's
with
what I
them.
mean. Then they probably came in and they just fit correctly.
So you saying I have a perfect mouth?
Yes, your fucking smile is perfect. And
Not. I mean, I didn't.
welcome
say
to
that.
the sibling discussion we have.
The dentist has always told us among the siblings that I had the best teeth, even though I did the worst with the hygiene, like brushing. You mean you ground your teeth? I didn't do any of that.
Yeah,
but
but
I didn't,
not
I didn't brush my teeth.
purposely.
I brushed my teeth the two or 3 days before our dentist appointment when we were kids, all the way to like. When do you think our last dentist
Last
appointment
year.
was? No, like our last one, like when we all went together, like high school maybe.
Dude, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I went. No.
Middle
Before
school.
that, because I went in 8th grade when I chipped my tooth, and that was the last time I had been.
Well, anyway, whenever we would go as a family or as kids, I like the 2 or 3 days before our appointment, I would brush my teeth like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And that was the only brushing I did since like maybe before the day before picture day or something. Like I did not ever brush my teeth or floss. I didn't start flossing until like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like flossing like flossing like on a daily. And
Right.
even then, I didn't brush my teeth today because I woke up at fucking 4 o'clock and went straight to work. But
Yeah, I don't know.
before I go to bed, I will brush my teeth. I'll promise you that. And you know what? I ate a mint before I went into work.
And drank 7 cups of coffee, so
Oh,
it's not like
a lot more than 7.
you'd have been cutting through the funk
Yeah,
anyway.
it's fine. Hey, I have an idea. How about we get into the show? How about that? How about
Yeah,
we start the show? I mean, we've been talking,
But
I
please, if you know how to analyze dreams, analyze the Neanderthal blow darting through my window.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Yeah, no, you know what? Stop the show. Let's go back to that because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So you see a Neanderthal running past a window at night trying to break into your house, and he does get into your house.
No.
Or you see him through the window?
I saw him through the window of the other room, not my bedroom. It's
So he's
another
in
room.
the house.
No, outside.
Oh, okay.
He's outside
And
running
then
in the
he
yard.
shoots a blowgun at you.
Yeah, but I get that
Okay,
screeching zoom.
So he shoots it. Wait, so he shoots a blow dart, and as he goes, like as he does that noise, then it like at your face,
No.
or you get shot.
I see his face. He stops in the window, and is like, "The fuck is this guy doing here?"
Oh, so you're like,
And then
you're like,
then
who is that?
I'm locked in, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "The fuck is he doing?" Blow dart.
And then he shoots a blow
It
dart.
hits the window, and I'm like, "Whoa, what?" Or it breaks through the window. I'm like, "What the?"
Whoa. Okay.
And so then I run off away from the window, and then he's fucking banging on the back door.
Okay,
You know where our back door is, and I've had that. What's weird is I've had that segment before of somebody banging on my back door, and it
That's
feels so
paranoia.
real
You're paranoid.
of like running back there and swinging that fucking door open, and then
Did
I'm
our
awake.
house ever get broken into when we were younger? Was that ever a thing that happened? Like while we were there? Has it ever happened to you?
You know what's weird is no, it's never happened to me. I can think of a friend that we had in Marceline that it happened to.
Oh yeah, it's happened to me once. It wasn't my apartment. It was Mason's apartment, and his bedroom was in the basement, in Columbia, and it was me. Yeah, it was me, him. We were sitting on the couch watching TV or something upstairs in the living room,
Mm-hmm.
and Mason always kept his bedroom window open because like the window was like it was like one of those where it's like half underground,
Mm-hmm.
and so like you could only see like the top half was like actual. You could see like grass, and then the top half. And so Mason's bed was right up against the window, and he would open it during the summer because he didn't have AC.
Yeah.
He told me he would stick his fucking feet out the window of his house and sleep, or his head sometimes. Sometimes his head. Fucking maniac. He'll be on the show sometime soon.
Mason,
we're gonna have
you
to talk about
maniac.
that. Yeah, dude, he's insane. So he does it open all the time, and they only got broken into like a couple times. He said, so
That's
it's not a big deal.
funny.
But while we were in the living room watching TV, we heard someone come into Mason's bedroom because we heard them like fall,
Oh God!
like step off the bed, and they like
Right.
hit something in his bedroom, and we like froze. And like at that same moment, Chandler came in the house. Shout out Chandler, and he was like, "What's up, guys?" And we were like, "We think someone just broke into Mason's room." Like he's like, "What?" And we're like, "Yeah, we just heard." We literally just heard someone like, "Was that you?" We thought it was Chandler fucking with us.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I just pulled up."
Oh.
And we're like, he's like, "Your room, Mason?" He goes, "Yeah." And so Chandler just like full, because Chandler
Beelines.
always just full sprint.
Yeah, he don't
into it.
care.
He goes, "Hurry!" And he like runs down. And he like you can hear him like open up Mason's door, and he's like, hello. And then there was no.
Somebody was already
they
gone.
were already gone. He said he could hear them scuffling around. In there.
Oh my gosh!
But
I don't think it's ever happened to us. No,
I don't think so. But you're very paranoid about it. You think it's because it's your first house? You're nervous about someone breaking in.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that often.
Maybe you should get curtains, bud.
We do.
Well, like
we have blackout curtains everywhere.
Oh, okay.
I that's probably part of it, but it's not something I like sit and dwell on when I'm awake.
What if you got like a Ring camera or maybe like security lights outside? Like
we do. We have motion camera.
You do have
we have motion
lights?
I'd like to get maybe one more in the back, but sometimes we have bunnies through the yard. Sometimes they'll trigger it.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe my brain's like, is that a light? Is somebody here?
It could be. Maybe you're seeing the bunnies running around the shadows, bouncing off like the fence and the tree. You got a big
like
old
I said,
tree
we
in the
do
backyard.
have blackout curtains. You can't see anything in our room. I think my brain just creates.
I'm extremely paranoid too, bud. I've already told you about my apartment in Nebraska when the fire alarm went off. Have I told that story on the podcast before?
I don't think so.
Have I told you the story?
I've heard this story, yeah, but I don't know if it's been on the podcast.
I mean, I might as well.
Yeah, we're here.
It was Lincoln, Nebraska. I was living in an apartment. I don't remember what floor we were on. Maybe like the 5th.
It was
a tall
enough to
apartment.
wear you out when you're moving furniture.
Yeah, and at like one night, I don't know. It was maybe like 11:45. Maybe I can't quite remember. It was late. I know I was sleeping. My ex and I were sleeping, and because I had work the next day, so I probably went to bed early. Anyway, all of a sudden, all the lights and alarms start going off all over the apartment, like in every room. And I was just like, "What the fuck?" And I was just,
the white flashing lights.
The white flashing lights
on the little red.
In the I don't ever had a whistle in here. You know what I'm talking about? Just like the like
so
dude,
sharp.
So you wake and like right in the middle of while you're sleeping. So you're just like, "Oh, what
the fuck is happening?"
It's so bright, and it feels like you're being raided, like by the FBI or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was happening. I put a shirt on, put pants on, and then I opened up my door, and I saw other people like going. So I was like, "Oh, okay." I could see the fire. And once I was up, I could see in the hallway the lights were on, and I was like, "Oh, the fire alarms are going off." Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
And so everyone was exiting the building because there was a fire or a false fire or something. And so we're headed down the stairs because the way this apartment works is there's a lobby in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And at the middle of the building, with an entrance and exit on both sides, and that has 2 elevators that go up through the whole building. But at night, after like 8 or something, they close that because there's no one working in the office, and they're just lazy, so they just lock the doors.
Right.
Because there's just no other, and it doesn't matter. And so for the people that live there, there are doors on the side, on the very edge of the building. There's 2. There's and they both are stairwells. And so, at night, you go in and out of those. They have little key thingies that you swipe over, like the magnetic key or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're all just like going in and we're kind of getting in line once we get our shoes on, get the dog, and we're just kind of like walking in file down this stairwell. And I didn't know what was going on. I was like, fire alarm's going off. It's probably some fucking idiot, probably either did it as a joke or did it by accident. Now we're all fucking dealing with this. And like as we're just going down, it's getting louder below me because there's more people down there, and it's just like one door, so everyone has to like fucking stop and wait so everyone files out.
And it's just bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, so I was just I was starting to it was starting because a lot of noise and that shit like gets to me.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Oh yeah, and so
it's like a haunted house.
Yeah,
it's
just a lot of overstimulated, and so like my brain was starting to go crazy, and I was thinking like, oh, this would be like, this feels like, and then I could hear people like down there really loud, and it just sounded like shouting all over the place, and then some people were like going back up the stairwell also, and they were like they were also talking, but I couldn't like tell if they were talking or if the loud noise was them yelling, and
not
some
firefighters.
Were like, no, these were just people that lived in the apartment. People. And like I think they were like turning around or something. I don't know. They were grabbing, forgot something, or going back to bed, or who knows. And I was seeing them, and it was just so loud, and I was just thinking like, why are they like running away from the exit? That doesn't make any sense. And then I was thinking, what if they saw something down there that no one else is seeing yet because they're still going down?
Oh,
and they're like, oh, fuck
getting away
that.
from it.
So my brain went to, what this would be like. This would be a perfect one of those scenarios where like, if you wanted to do a mass shooting, of just like get a bunch of people all at once,
Yeah.
you get you and another buddy, and you just fucking stand on each of those doors,
Yep.
and you just pull the fire alarm, and you
Yep.
just fucking stand there and wait.
Yep.
And like the further we were going down, like I was thinking that, like it was by like floor 2, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
So like for 2 floors, I was like, it was just looping in my
Fuck,
head. And I was,
yeah.
every step, I was like, fuck, what are we doing? Do we need to turn? Should I turn? Should I run? Should I scream? What do I need to do? Do I call for help?
Holy
What do I do?
cow.
And then we get to the door, and there's no one else down there, right? So like, so no one else is standing down there. So I'm like, okay, so no one is. Like I think I would hear something, but like people were in front of me, were talking, and then they would go out the door, and the door would shut, and then I couldn't hear them anymore. So I was like, I can't hear anything outside. I don't know what's going on, and you can't see out the window really, because it's like darkened, and so like it was one of those just like breathing really fast, like getting my adrenaline going, and then it just like, and then a big flash of light from the parking lot light, and just like I walked out, and I was just like sweating, like really like breathing really fast, and took me like a good 30 seconds to like realize that everything was fine, and no one else. I didn't let my ex know this. Like I don't think I showed it, but I was like, I was on a full on. I wish I had an Apple Watch at that point. And my heart rate was probably like 220.
Yeah.
And so like, and then it ended up some fucking idiot accidentally hit it with their book bag or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was probably like a code or something.
And we had to wait for the fucking landlord to show up to turn off the things or whatever, or the fire department. And then I was like, I gotta wake up so early tomorrow. And I don't think we got back in there until like 1:30. It was fucking bullshit, dude. Because we were calling like my ex's like family that lived in town, and we were gonna be like, can we sleep at your place? Or like, I was just sleeping in my car. I was like, this is so crazy. But yeah, I've done that to myself a few times. Like the paranoia thing. Like I've got that.
What you just explained is something
I told you about the Busch Stadium thing. I was afraid during the 5K.
Yeah,
the 5K. I was a little bit afraid too. I was looking at
the tops of buildings.
I was looking at the tops of buildings. I was looking at windows. I had to keep reminding myself. I was like, this isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So like,
nobody's getting up at 8 in the morning.
It's a 5K.
Yeah.
Like that was a marathon in Boston.
Yeah.
It was just because it was like that Boston Marathon. That new doc just came out like a week before. Did
you watch it?
No, I haven't seen any of that shit.
Yeah,
man.
I don't want to watch it.
I mean, I've seen like the original stuff, but I don't want to see it anymore because it freaks me out. I don't like it. I mean, ever since like COVID and stuff too, the whole like, I was never good. I was never good in like big groups, and so like then COVID happened, and I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, now it's just like, I mean, there's so many fucking things in this country. God damn it.
So no caveman with a blowgun scenario.
So I think you may be afraid of your own primal instincts or something. I think there's something inside you, some sort of like primal thing that's trying to get in at you. You have something chasing you, and this is the thing with fears. This is the thing with fears, everybody. It's always like you're running from something, right? This is why you do drugs, you avoid it. You know, you're trying to get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to look at those emotions,
right?
Fear.
You don't want to feel a certain way.
You don't want to see whatever it's trying to show you. But all you gotta do is you just gotta stand there and turn around, look it dead in the eye, and then you go, "Oh, you're paranoia."
Yeah.
And then it'll, as soon as you give it a name, same thing with like you look at like fucking the Bible people that are watching, like the demons and stuff. You say that like during exorcisms, you say the demon's name.
Yeah.
That's how you get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's
what I gotta do.
It's you have to, because then you don't get rid of it, but what it is like every time my heart rate does get to that point and I start to do that looping in my head, I remind myself. And this is also with the help of therapy, by the way. BetterHelp. #BetterHelp.
Yeah.
Very good therapy. Very good therapist. So I did that for a while too. So I'm not just saying I figured this out on my own, but I see it as paranoia, and I realize what it is, and I still will be kind of alert. You know, I'm not going to be completely off guard, but I do recognize when I'm taking things. I'm like, okay, I'm taking things a little too far right now. Like, breathe. Yeah. Breathing is very helpful.
That's what I have to do on airplanes.
And then same thing. Oh yeah, airplanes can kind of freak me out. Remember when I was flying home and I was from, I think it was from Oregon, and I had to fly around the St. Louis airport for a long time because of the storm. Yeah. That we hit some serious turbulence over that city, and I was like, man, those buildings are so close.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like it's, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I get really paranoid, but working on it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like there's something with it being a caveman. I feel like there's some sort of
Yeah.
like
Well,
primal subconscious thing that
that's why I
is
brought.
trying because you're saying it's trying to get in. It's banging on the door. It's trying to show your subconscious is trying to show you something. It wants you to meet this caveman.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure out what this is. What is this
Yeah.
this Neanderthal
Mm-hmm.
um primitive creature? What is it doing here?
Right.
Why does it want to
What's
meet
its
you?
goal
What
here?
does it
Well,
want with you?
that's why I brought that one up because it's such a strange. It's not like a typical fear. It's not
And
something
it
I'm
shoots
scared
you.
of.
It shoots you with a blowgun.
Yeah.
You have trouble with your breath at night.
I have a scalloped tongue.
You have a scalloped tongue.
I'm trying to get more.
You know
air.
how hard it would be to use a blow dart? What if in your dream, what if while you were sleeping, you blew, like in real life, like like you were sleeping, you were just like, and your wife's just like, what's on the back of my head? Why'd you do that?
Yeah, it's a problem, but I'm gonna get it looked into and figured out.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say something
Sure.
because you came up with your own cool little segment.
Venn diagram.
Venn diagrams.
You want to do a segment right now?
I want to do a segment. Yeah, I want to come up with a segment because we were talking about cavemen.
Oh, you don't want to do my segment. You want to come up with your own.
I want to do a segment and then we'll go to yours.
I have a short segment today, so it's okay.
So we actually discussed this a couple weeks back. Oh, I always say a couple weeks. We discussed this a long time ago. So I've kind of introduced it, but for just like a quick review of it, a project that I want to do, or what this segment will be called, is the short list.
Short list segment.
Yeah, the short list. So the short list is something I came up with years ago when we were living in an apartment, fucking hating our jobs, living paycheck to paycheck, just fucking.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, just what everybody does. You live in your college town and you struggle for a little bit, and then you get out. But the short list is kind of a list of people that I've comprised in Hollywood and in music and things like that I just really, really, really like.
Yeah.
And they're the short list because I like, famous people are sometimes good to follow, but I kind of realized that Hollywood's a weird machine.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like how people portrayed themselves versus how they actually are, and da-da-da. And so I started compiling this short list of people that I just thought were fucking dope.
Yeah,
I mean, there's really no other. I mean, I just thought they were really fucking cool.
Who do you want? You want to do the segment right now?
So the first one I want to introduce is we've already mentioned, and we were talking about cavemen.
Let's do the intro. What's the short list intro?
I first thing I picture is like
it's like a scroll, like going whoop, and then it goes short like that.
Yeah,
short list.
And somebody's like, no, and it like fucking gets shortened down to that. Yeah,
something like that.
Or a pair of scissors.
I'm just gonna put short list right there. That's what it's gonna.
The short list
for right now.
So the person I want to bring up, because this one's probably the holy grail. I'm gonna start with the holy grail.
The holy grail. Okay.
For me.
Okay.
On the short
list, I don't know who you're talking about. That's a big it's a big cup.
Shia LaBeouf. You've already talked about him.
Callback.
We were talking about Caveman, and that's his nickname in Holes.
Maybe, you know what?
Maybe.
I think here's what I think. Okay, you know what? You just said Holes, and they call him Caveman in that movie, right?
Yep. Because he finds the fish fossils.
Okay, one of two things has to happen. One, you go to Cerro Gordo again, and you just start digging.
That's going to happen.
You just start digging?
Well, I'm going to go to Cerro Gordo again.
I say get a shovel, though, and start digging. As soon as you get the urge, just literally start digging where you are. Trust me, you might find something. Or two, separate path. You got to meet Shia LaBeouf somehow, because he is the caveman.
Yeah.
I think what it is the caveman in your dreams is the short list trying to manifest itself, trying to be like, hey, come on, talk about me already.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. We have to do the sleep study.
Yeah. So really with this segment, I just want to bring out people that like I really, really enjoy, and Shila's one of them. I can't say I've seen every movie he's ever done.
I like Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon. But like for us, he was in Even Stevens.
Oh man, that's
And
right. I love Even
it's
Stevens.
it's strange to think about it now, but like even as a little kid, I could look at that and go, he's like around our age.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I was like that guy that like I like him because he's. I mean, we were younger, but I'm like he's like kind of our age, or
he
we're.
kind of was.
So then it's like
But then you're
that's
actually,
really cool. I
yeah.
didn't know you could do that.
Mm.
And then as he got older, of course he did Transformers and
Yeah, I saw the first one.
yeah, I can
I
say
was
I saw
never
the
a
first
big.
one.
I was never a huge Transformers fan. I mean, I was a fan of Transformers. Never was like
Right.
into the toys or the
Yeah.
cartoons. And so the movies, I was never like, and plus they're
Mhm.
like not very good movies.
Mhm.
There's a new one coming out though. Don't
Mhm.
really care.
Mhm.
It's fun knowing that there's like universes of
You
things
just
that
can
like other people
completely
consider like
ignore.
their entire world. And it's what happened when I got out of Marvel. It was like Marvel was my entire world, and then I got out and I was like, oh yeah, there's like other shit you can be into besides just that. But sorry, I didn't mean to
No.
derail.
So, and the thing about Shia is, and I'm totally with people that may be screaming or trying to type on their keyboard right now. He's not perfect, and he's had a lot of problems and a lot of issues, like in his personal life that unfortunately become public in terms of like women he's been with and that kind of stuff, and
Who
how
hasn't been with a woman that they shouldn't have been
and
with? Am
and
I
you know
right?
how he behaves in certain scenarios. But like, I just think he's very, very, very smart and just a really interesting person to listen to when he talks about his own perspective on things. And I don't agree with everything he says, but I just think he's a fucking cool dude, and I would love to meet him.
I also think it's very cool. I showed mom and Timber and dad the Shia LaBeouf. Um, what is that called?
Music?
Music video,
Uh,
song, tribute.
yeah, yeah. If you,
It's
for,
it's a ballet performance as well. Like it's
yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know what the story is on that, but he's in it. He,
well, he wasn't supposed to be. I don't think.
no, he's in that.
I know.
He was a part of that project.
Oh, he was. Oh, I told mom he wasn't. I told
No.
mom it was like a spur of the moment thing that he was on that.
Well, I don't know if he was a part of like the
Sorry.
conception of it,
Sorry if you're listening, Mary.
but I think maybe he, from my understanding, they asked him to do it. He was like, "Yeah, that's great."
I think that's okay. So I got that.
So
part
I'm not
right.
saying he didn't.
I thought
he
was just
wasn't like writing it or
right, but he heard about it and he was
But-
like, "Can I join?"
yeah,
and they were
they-
like, that's our dream."
Yeah.
I thought it was like he was walking by or something, or like
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
heard about it and was like, "Can I join this?"
yeah. Can I do
So
something?
I was kind of right.
So I mean, for those who
Okay.
don't know, it's a YouTube video. Just look up. I would just look up Shia LaBeouf's song,
I guess, yeah.
and it's just like a weird interpretive dance, like
It's
chant, but it's like good.
Amazing.
That's what I
It's
quoted earlier when we were.
the people
meditating.
the performers in that on that stage are
Mhm.
incredible.
And
The narrator's voice,
oh yeah,
all the dancers, the Shia dancers, the singers, the choir.
paper mache.
Oh my gosh,
Shia head.
everything was perfect. The costumes were great too.
So it's like a 3-minute play basically about Shia LaBeouf actually being a cannibal.
yeah, it's like a quick
It's
it's like a story driven. It's like a quick story song
Yeah, I don't
kind of
know.
thing. It's very interesting.
Um,
It's a very interesting piece of art in itself, and I think
Yeah.
it's gonna go down in history.
And so then it ends with, of course, they're in a theater. It pans away from the stage and goes to the audience, and the only person sitting in the audience is Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, and he's
And he gets
clapping.
up and he's like starting a clap,
Yeah,
and it's so bizarre,
I had
but
to
it's
keep
so
telling
funny.
Dad. I was like, "Don't skip it yet.
But
Don't skip it yet."
I also want to mention something else. You know the "Just Do It" clip of him going "Just Do It,"
Yeah,
where he has like a mullet. And he's
that's like a compilation of clips.
yeah,
The full thing.
yeah. They did that on purpose. They were
He was
he was
doing,
with his
like-
team.
Yeah, he was doing like things.
They were at a conference, and the workshop or whatever that they were leading was, or maybe it was like at a university. They were trying to create viral videos,
Yeah,
and so he got up on stage and said, "I think they're students." He was like, "Just write whatever you want me to do.
yeah. He said,
Put
"Just
me
give
in any scenario.
Yeah, he was doing lines.
Give me the lines you want me to do.
Yeah.
Give me the costume," which he's not wearing costumes, but like
Yeah,
put him in that space, and we'll say whatever we want, and we'll green screen it.
yeah.
And so yeah, there's like 40 minutes
That's the thing.
of him doing it
In
in
the
that
context-
3-second clip.
That's just
Well,
that's
more
another
than
thing that
that,
just
but-
proves that like nothing on the internet is
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
Guys, this is not a real buffalo.
Yeah, we didn't shoot him.
It's not a real rainbow mystical buffalo. it's
That's
made
a
of
fake
it's made
bonsai
of something.
tree,
It's
dude.
not a real bonsai tree. It's made of Legos.
But
But no. So what I'm saying is, like, out of context, it looks like Shia LaBeouf made a bunch of crazy videos, like a
yeah,
crazy
he
person.
looks
But like,
insane.
that's the thing. It's if you get the context, you're like, oh, this was a job.
Yeah.
So like, it, yeah. It's like everyone,
Um,
like literally like completely wrote him off as a crazy weirdo after that
mhm.
for like years, just because of
Well,
that.
yeah.
And it was like, no, he's just like, what are you talking about?
So I I just think it's really amazing. I don't know if it's cool or like commendable or anything. He had Hollywood in his back pocket. Like he was the guy. He was about to be a
Oh
guy.
yeah.
The
He was
guy.
Transformers, the first one. It was
Yeah.
like he was. Cause what did he have? Disturbia. Remember Disturbia?
Yeah, Disturbia was kick ass.
Man, that movie
dude.
was crazy.
Love that movie. Love Disturbia.
I bet it's not good anymore. I bet it doesn't hold up.
Probably not.
Eagle Eye. Remember Eagle Eye?
Mm-hmm.
And then yes, and then Transformers was like his blockbuster moment.
Yeah.
And I think he did a good job, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like him in
I think
Indiana
so.
Jones, but
No, I think there was other problems.
I don't see the thing. I've never seen past the first scene
Mhm.
when they meet the Russians. So like
Yeah.
he has like I've only seen him do like 2 lines.
Yeah.
And he did fine. But like the movie, I can't get anywhere into that movie.
So of course he was on Even
Crystal Skull,
Stevens,
garbage.
and they did the movie and stuff.
So well made.
And then he did Transformers, and then he kind of stepped away because he didn't like I said earlier, he didn't like the machine.
Yeah.
If you watch interviews,
He's an artist.
He's all about the creative process and things. But if you watch interviews, he talks about he totally appreciates that there's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of people working hard. He's like, those are the best camera operators. They're the best, fucking boom mic people. He goes, those people work so fucking hard to get those movies made. I'm not knocking that. He just didn't like the machine of how those movies are made and his creative process within it. And so he stepped away, and then he stepped away, and then he went ultra viral when he got on the red carpet with the paper bag.
Oh yeah.
And it said, "I'm not famous anymore." And everybody's like, "Whoa, Shia's crazy." And it's like,
I thought it was cool. I thought it was badass.
I was like, "That's awesome! Like, what a great statement!
Cool, dude.
How creative is that? Like, what
Yeah.
a funny."
He wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone wrote him off.
He's like, "Why am I at this? Why do I get invited to these?
Yeah.
You guys don't put me in any.
You guys don't. You guys don't
I
want
don't
me.
want to be a part of this, but you think I am. But then I get made fun of because I'm not, or I
It's
do.
actually,
It's such
if you think about it,
interesting.
it's funny because like you do see a lot of celebrities that are on the red carpet that did projects like 20, 30 years ago that were really big, but they haven't really done anything since or like that level since. So it's like, why are like the only time I see you in the news is when it's a red carpet event.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not doing anything for the red carpet.
Yeah.
Like you're there.
You're not even in the fucking
You're not exactly
picture.
Yeah, I only
whatever.
see you when you show up to these premieres because like you're just going.
Yeah.
So like it's interesting.
And so I want to kind of end on. I've watched every internet video he's ever been in, like his Hot Ones video and any talk show he's ever been on, or anytime he's talking about past struggles. He did John Barenthal's podcast. I don't know what it's called, but it's incredible. Like
Something
if you
like,
listen
it might be
to
John
him,
Barenthal's podcast.
if you listen to him talk, he's just so knowledgeable and so conflicted, but he's so sure at the same. Like he's such an interesting person, and I just really like. But he also did that. He was doing those "He Will Not Divide Us" stuff. Did you ever see his like "Take Me Anywhere" project? He literally would drop his coordinates and let strangers pick him up and drive him across the country. It's crazy. You got to look into it.
What? I'll have to look into that. That's weird. I did not know that.
It's a crazy thing. He made like a short documentary that goes along with it.
Wait. So he would just drop his coordinates,
Him and his team.
like on Twitter.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey, I'm at this coordinate," and then
he would drop his coordinates.
People would show up,
and strangers would show up and grab him and take him to a water park, 5 minutes away.
Just
take him to go get ice cream. Hey man, come to my house and hang out. And he made a documentary, or there's documentary footage of them doing it, and you're thinking
like an interesting documentary.
You're thinking that sounds dangerous, and it probably was, and I think there's some scares in it.
Look up David Cho on Vice.
Yeah, it's just
Hitchhiking Across America.
It's
I love that shit. That's my favorite. I love David Cho, so that sounds like, oh man, you should put David Cho on the short list. Hey, you should put him on the short list.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. The short list is very short.
It's a segment,
but Shia is number one. I will say I would love to meet him. I would love to meet you, Shia.
Shia, drop your
Wherever you
coordinates.
are.
Drop your coordinates, Shia.
You know, he's a father now, and he's a
Is he?
Yep, he's a father, and
Oh.
he's I believe he's with um
The actress that played Ren, his older sister, Neven Stevens.
no.
No? Is that not?
No, but she has a podcast.
Does she? Ned's Declassified has a podcast
I
now.
saw that.
Let's not talk about other podcasts now.
Okay, so to finish the short list, Shia, I love you. We'll probably talk about you more because there's so much that I haven't given. I think he's super talented. Things like Lawless and
Fury.
what's that? Charlie Countryman.
Remember when he was in Fury? That movie in the theater was loud.
Yeah, and yes. But I think you're super talented. I love you. You're on the short list forever. If we ever meet,
He'll suck your feet.
it'll be so special.
I would probably fall to my knees and beg.
That
beg,
one would be, because to me,
but he would probably not like that.
But another thing that goes with the short list is I like him because he's just a dude.
He's humble.
He's a dude, and he grew up
Yeah.
in an interesting way.
Honey Boy.
Honey Boy is incredible. But let's not forget, before we end this, he was on Sway 45. He did the 5 Fingers of Death, man. He's a freestyler.
Sure, man.
When he did the rap,
yes,
when he went
yes.
mega viral for doing the rap.
I didn't know what that was for a second. Yes, Swayed. Oh, dude.
Sway 45 in the morning,
Yes,
and he
love
did
that
the
stuff.
5 Fingers of Death, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, Shia's fucking dope," you know.
Yeah,
and now
'cause
he's become this weird, like, not weird. He's become like a fashion icon because he's kind of
You know what it is? No, you know what Shia is? He's just fucking Shia. That's
just
the goal.
He's just a person.
That's how you become.
Yeah.
That's like you just be authentic.
Yeah,
That's what
why
he
I
does.
love him.
He's just authentically. He's like fuck everybody else. I don't care what you want me to do this or that or do this project that project. I'm so sick
Yeah.
of doing that stuff for everybody else. I'm gonna do stuff for me.
He started doing indie movies, and he started doing
Yeah.
movies that he wrote himself, and he started employing the actors that he wanted to work with instead of being a part of
Mhm.
it. Instead of being a part of the machine, he built his own machine, which is fucking cool.
That is cool.
Shia, I love you.
You're the greatest, man.
Short list.
You're the best. One of the best. That guy. Here's just something I want to talk about. In Northeastern University, some researchers they taught a parrot how to make video calls and chat with other parrots, and it's working out really good for all the parrots. They're actually able, like, it actually helps their moods. They get actually really excited, and they ruffle their feathers and stuff whenever they
have a touch.
whenever they see that their buddy parrot is calling them, and they actually have managed to like teach parrot. They've gotten to the point now where the parrots can like teach each other calls and different words that they don't know, and they can teach each other all kinds of fun stuff.
They're just speaking.
They're just talking. They're having conversation to two parrots. They recognize. Not only do they recognize that it's a different parrot that they're seeing, it's not them, but they get excited.
Oh my god,
they're
here it
calling.
is. Look at him.
That's them, right? That's him. Look, he's talking to
He's
his
like
buddy.
sitting so close to the
Isn't
screen.
it cute?
Oh,
Yeah.
how did they look at it? Like
He's looking at the camera.
it's just sitting in front of a phone,
How
like
cute
you and
is
I
that?
would do.
You know what? I don't think birds are real, but parrots I think are real, and they're God's favorite creature.
I've never seen one like that. It's all white with like a little yellow,
It's-
red face.
Let's see.
Wow. While in large part the birds
know what
seem
kind of
to
birds.
enjoy the
It's a
activity
parrot.
of the human.
I don't know what kind of parrot, but it's a parrot, a white parrot. I like it.
Wow.
It's
So there's
cute.
it says there's still a lot of like human elements going on.
Their
and
cognitive skills are like
yeah.
early elementary child.
Is
what it
the
says.
birds are a lot of the excitement comes from
So
the
it's like-
fact that humans are interacting with them,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the fact that
They recognize
yeah,
the
they're
other bird.
they're seeing
That's
the other.
huge.
That's crazy.
It's like if Timber was on a phone call with another Timber or one of his little buddies.
Yeah.
You know, Timber would be like, "Hey,
they wouldn't really
know.
have a concept of it.
I know you," and the other
Yeah.
kid would go, "I know you.
What name? What's your name?
I Timber." He goes,
That is
I don't know Timber's fucking friend.
that is so cute.
short friend. I don't know them.
That's so cute.
Yeah, dude, isn't that awesome? I love that.
Really, really cool.
Yeah, man.
I like that a lot.
Oh, let's see.
Oh shit, that's funny. How about this Did you see this woman that? What she do? Get fired, or she resigned for the Michelangelo? What'd she do? She showed a penis.
She didn't show it. She took the kids to see it. No, this principal was forced to resign over Michelangelo's David sculpture. She parents were complaining about an art lesson. Oh, she took the kids to a museum. Let's see, Florence's Accademia Galleria, right? And where Michelangelo's David is there. I think it's a lot of Michelangelo's art and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the statue's like huge. Like it's David. It's good versus evil.
Oh my God, he's 17 feet tall.
Yeah. And the teacher, the principal was actually invited by the curator of the museum. They were like, "Oh, this would be super informative and knowledgeable for the kids." And I think like not Vitruvius, Venus was there, that painting, and another one. They were like all three had to do with sexual, like not sexual nudity. It's only nudity. This is the Tallahassee Classical School in Florida.
So they were just learning a lesson. The kids were.
Yeah, it was like
that involved
art lesson.
Okay.
They were seeing art.
Okay, they didn't go to the museum. I was gonna say, holy fuck, how did they take Florida kids to
and
this museum?
It's like it's unreal. Like these aren't sexual. This is art. This is like class. I don't even understand. I don't even understand what is going on right now. I don't think anyone knows. Like I know all of Italy is going. What?
11 to 12-year-olds. My thing is like, are they supposed to just not know?
Are they supposed to just
of these things?
Yeah. Oh, are they just never supposed to see a penis until their uncle shoves one in their face? Like, are they never supposed to see one? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? These kids have these body parts too.
Yeah.
So like, I don't understand why we're like, why all of a sudden that generation. We're always talking about the younger generation. How about the older generation that is like hiding anatomy and like nudity from and like sexual knowledge from children? I don't.
Well, like to call it pornographic, the Statue of David has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that his penis is out.
Literally nothing.
It's not a sexual thing. There is art out there that kids do not need to see. Because they're depicting things.
Pornography.
Yeah. They're depicting things that a kid doesn't need to know at the age that they're at. The Statue of David.
This is a quote.
I don't know.
This is a quote from the museum director. It is a masterpiece representing a religious symbol of purity and innocence, the triumph of good over evil. That's what, because David is like he's good. He's the guy.
I didn't.
In Spy Kids 3D terms.
I didn't know that. First of all, I didn't know the statue was 17 feet tall.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
incredible.
It's a giant.
I knew it was
sculpture.
Big, but 17 feet.
Yeah, dude.
How did they fucking do that? We've talked about statues on this before, but like, how did they even? How the? When was it made?
Like 1400s.
How is it?
1500.
I guess it's
from between 1501 and 1504.
It's marble.
Yes.
And there's just no deterioration at all.
It's marble.
I mean, it's just perfect.
And it's been taken care of very well.
Wow, that's amazing. How do they even move that?
Look, they're showing the penis on that
woman's
news
head
on CNN. Oh, this is BBC.
That picture.
But they're showing the penis. It's right on that lady's head. It's resting very delicately on her
literally
forehead.
setting. I actually.
I don't even know how to. I don't even understand.
I think you sent this to me on our little chat thing. I was reading one of the comments on Reddit, and somebody was like, "I mean, like the penis isn't even good." They're like,
Florida is the country's limp, droopy penis. So like, you live in a state
flaccid
that's a
Floridians.
fucking penis. Maybe that's why, because they're so.
Maybe Florida means flaccid in like
Aryan terms.
Yeah, maybe Greek.
Yeah, they're so fucking Aryan. This is a pure white statue. I don't understand why Florida hates it so much. It should be perfect. It's not a. I mean, he doesn't have a Confederate general mustache, but
what is
Still looks okay.
the-
I just don't understand why it's like, yeah, it's the whole thing of like, why are we like we're only damaging these kids because you're not they're not exposed. Oh my god, it's such a hard argument to like, get into because like you don't want to expose kids to sexual things,
No.
but they need to understand that they have bodies and that like it's not abnormal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. This is
It
classical
is strange.
art.
Yeah, it's.
This art has been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
I guess where I'm
It has
at
literally
with it
never
is,
been a problem.
I agree with.
It's a biblical sculpture. It's biblical.
I agree with parents not wanting their kids to be like flooded with this sort of content, but it's not even in that category of content.
No, it's not.
You
It's
know what I
not.
mean?
It's not sexual.
Go look at your kid's phone and the little YouTube shorts
Look
and
at
shit that
TikTok.
they're watching.
Look at
I'm not saying
TikTok.
they're going to see a penis. I'm just saying they're going to see a lot more of like a lot more what's the word, like things that they shouldn't see. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
They also included the creation of Adam.
Hope Karaskia, I believe was the principal's name. Shame on that school. Shame on those parents. They're terrible parents.
So she resigned.
She was forced to resign over parent complaints.
Forced to resign.
That's not even that sexy.
Birth of yeah, somebody was like, it's not even good. The Birth of Venus.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to our like banned books opinion.
Oh
Like,
yeah, don't forget to join our What You Reading show on our Patreon, Meadowbrook Road Patreon page, where we review books that we've been reading, and we have another episode coming up very soon, and we're gonna start doing banned books, like maybe one or two each banned books that are, they say in schools you shouldn't read, but they're just normal books. I read that gender queer book.
oh, you've already read it?
I read the whole thing
Wow.
in like a day, in like 4 hours.
Great.
I was on the boat on the pond just hanging out, and I just just pulled it out, started reading it, and I just could not put it down. Let me find it real fast. Gender Queer, a memoir by Maya Kobabe. Maya Kobabe, I believe is the name. It's rated EX. Which means explicit.
EX?
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's bullshit because it's a banned book. Because it's about.
I see what you're saying.
It's about queer stuff. It's a beautiful book. It's honestly, it's amazing what that person has gone through their life.
Yeah, it's amazing it's
a comic book. It's a graphic novel, so that's fun too. It's a great graphic novel. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? We're kind of running it low on time here, buddy.
No, I don't have anything else. We were gonna bring up some.
I have something to talk about. Wait, go ahead with your thing.
Well, I was just gonna say the other thing we were gonna talk about. I think we can save for the next week because I want to do a little bit of research.
Okay. The thing that I want to talk about is we have us to celebrate because it's someone's birthday coming up this Friday. If you're listening to this, the day it comes out on Wednesday, 8 a.m. Wherever you listen to podcasts. This coming Friday, May the 5th, is this boy's 48th birthday, 72nd. What? How old are you?
I'm gonna turn 26.
Oof. You're going over that hump. That Humpty Hump of the
I'm
mid-20s.
closer to 30 than I am 20.
Yeah, it's a feeling, all right. It's a feeling, they say.
But I like being on even numbers.
Yeah.
Get
6
off this
plus 2?
25.
8.
Yeah,
You
dog.
love to eat. Now
Yep.
eat on some of this, because I got your birthday present right here in
we're gonna do
the studio.
We're gonna do it now.
We're going to do it right now.
Oh
Fam
my
for the people
gosh.
while I get it.
All right, so yep, I'm gonna be 26 years old. We are going to go to the St. Louis Cardinals game, which I'm super pumped about. We're going to a night game, which I haven't done in a while, and the Cardinals have been a little bit weak, if I'm being honest, but I'm still excited. It's gonna be a great time, and yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be 26. Oh my gosh.
Okay, here's what I got for you, and this is going to be exciting.
I'm excited.
Okay, here we go.
I'm nervous, actually.
You should be nervous, because I've already showed a bunch of people, and they're already like, you're going to love it, so
Yeah.
you better love it. Okay,
Are
so.
you nervous?
No, because I know you're gonna love it.
Okay.
So it's actually 3 gifts, but it's kind of one gift. You know what I mean? They kind of all go together. So the first one, I'm gonna give you this book. It's Easy Wood Carving for Children.
Oh
Because
yes.
you always wanted to learn how to carve like
That's
whittle and stuff.
easy. They made a fucking bird.
How dope is
A
that?
kid can.
Yeah, yeah.
I can make a
And
bird.
once you're done reading that,
Like I said, I'm 26, but
here's the complete starter guide to whittling.
Oh
Boom! But look at that!
shit!
Look at that!
Whoa! Look
How
at the
sick is that? I want you to
little,
make that wizard
the
for
little
me.
wizard guy.
I want that wizard, dude.
Yeah, I've
And
really.
hey, and
That's
guess
really
what?
funny.
To kind of make it a little easier for you, so you don't have to use any of your own tools or go looking around for any scrap wood.
Oh shit!
I got you your own wood carving kit.
Whoa!
Go ahead and open that bad boy up, bud.
Holy
It's
shit!
got on the side. I think it has all the tools that are inside of it. The other side.
So for beginners and
Oh, there it
what does
is,
it say?
right.
Professionals, beginners and professionals.
You're
so
you're
I
the
get to-
beginner.
I get to choose.
You're the beginner one.
This is sick.
I should have opened it. I don't have any scissors in here. I don't think.
Oh yeah, hold on. There's a little bit of tape.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tape in there. Yeah, so I've been holding on to these
books
for a
I'm
while.
excited about because
Yeah, I haven't looked through anything, so I don't even know.
dude, that wizard, that is.
I was thinking some
freaking
like
cool.
walking stick.
Look how somebody did
like
that chain.
poppers.
I need something.
Ooh, you can make like a jelly, like a spreader, like a butter knife. Oh, dude, this is oh, this is gonna be nuts, people. You're gonna have to like this might have to be another segment. You might have to like do one of these a week, and then a back scratcher. That's cool as shit. Yeah, maybe you should whittle something a week and then show us. Yeah, it's got blocks of wood.
Dude, there's like different sizes. I got some blocks of wood.
Very nice.
Oh my god.
What do you got there? Is that gloves and stuff?
We got tools here.
Ooh,
boys.
lay them out, lay them out.
Oh shit.
It's
Got a pair of gloves.
ooh, nice.
Pair 5, whatever that means.
5.
Size, I guess.
Oh, maybe. Huh.
Whoa,
Cut
what?
level 5. So I think it means like they're really strong.
Whoa. All right, so we got some different.
Oh man.
Oh, is that good? Do people like that?
Put it up to the mic. There you go. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Ooh.
Little like rain on the roof.
This is what I hear when I can't sleep at night.
Oh, there we go.
That's what I hear in my brain. Whoa.
We
Very
got some.
neat.
We got some. Got some blades.
Hey, can you go ahead and
shapes.
first thing you should do is whittle some better looking handles for those knives. Am I right?
They are kind of strange. They're so.
I mean, they're very cool. They're very like.
Oh,
slick.
this one. Those must not be as sharp because this one.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm
That's
sure
a
they're
cool
sharp,
one. I like that one.
but this one has a cover on it. Oh, I love the.
Whoa.
It's so.
What
oh,
is-
look at that. Woo!
Oh, look, you already know how to do it. Maybe you are a professional.
I've done it a little. I think I posted it. If you go to my Facebook page on TW Projects, I whittled like a spiral. Just one day over like lunch or something, and I was just outside in some nature, and I was like, I'm feeling this. Look at this.
Whoa, dude, you could murder
Spoons!
a whole family with that. Make spoons.
Or make spoons.
Make spoons. You should make spoons with that instead.
I don't know.
Dude, homemade spoons? Why is that so exciting?
Why is that exciting?
Dude, you know what
'Cause
you
I'm
could do?
26.
Dude, you know what you could do
Gotta
also?
be 26.
Dude, homemade ladle. Homemade straining ladle. You could do that and then take one of these and poke holes in it. Straining ladle.
Oh, that's sick.
Or a spoon, a straining spoon. You know, like in Nightmare Before Christmas, when Sally puts the spoon in the poison soup and it goes through the holes and then she pretends to drink it. You guys remember that? I love that movie.
I don't know what this is.
What is
Maybe
it?
some sort of block,
It might be a knife carver or a knife sharpener.
like wax or something. Some sort of wax.
What's it say on the box? Everyone see what this is? What is this? Hey, can someone watch this and text me in real time? Let me know what this is. Look on the side.
Oh, it's polish compound.
Ooh, it's for polishing stuff, huh?
So I got like a leather strap.
You should use it to polish your knob. The knobs of your handles, so they stay nice and shiny. What's this?
So that's like a leather strap that you rub the compound on, and then you finish. That's how you polish it. You rub it over.
That smells things.
You too.
That smells good. It smells like
And then we got
industrial.
a little straight.
Man, if only the people that were only listening could see what we were seeing. It's a really cool knife.
You know who I want to give a shout out to?
Huh?
Rudy Jules.
Rudy Jules.
Yeah, shout out to Rudy Jules.
Shout out Rudy Jules.
If anybody listens to the Bad Friends
Oh, that's right.
podcast,
She loves
loves
man.
knives. I don't know if she would be into like wood
You
carving
love knives too. Maybe this will start a collection of knives.
You know what's
for
kind of funny
Yeah.
is recently I got a very nice knife, and thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
What's cool is I got this really nice knife, and my fingernails grow very fast.
Meant to.
And so I will trim my fingernails with my knife.
Jesus.
And with my old knife...
And you're listening to like old school country music, probably.
I'm like a fucking...
Jesus, all you need is a Confederate flag behind you, and you can make a really scary movie.
I had gotten used to my old knife where I could, just with the way it was set up, I could cut towards myself, and it wouldn't catch my thumb. Well, I started using this new knife, and as I was doing this, I was using my thumb to like brace it, and all of a sudden I realized that the blade was just like in my thumb, like pretty.
Oh, I see.
Pretty, yeah, it's healed
I can
now,
see it.
but pretty deep. Like that's how sharp it was. Where I'm like, oh, I just cut myself. Yeah.
You want to hear a reason?
So I'm glad you got me knives. I did get cut resistance gloves.
Those
cut
are very
resistant
important.
Gloves.
Please wear those.
Yeah,
I've made sure that those were in there as well. Here, you know what? While you're putting those on, let me tell you a little story about my favorite hand cutting experience. So when I was working at Midway, I'd get on the forklift, the box forklift. That would take me like 40 feet in the air, and I was getting this giant gun stock that was in these really long, like 10-foot tall boxes. You know what I'm talking about? With the big industrial cardboard. So I grabbed one of those, and it was really high, so I was holding it like this. And I was putting it in front of me, and I was just gonna drop it in my box where I was standing, right? And what happened was, I was holding it, and can I see that box? It was like the box had, because it's cardboard, had like like sometimes the little edges will stick out like this little piece right here will just be out and open for your hand to touch. So it was like, this thing was like 60 pounds, this box. And so I'm holding it really tight in my hand, and I'm trying to like drop it like that. And I'm letting it just like slide through my hand as it falls. And as it's going, I feel this like crazy pain shoot straight up my hand, all the way up my thumb. And the cardboard had sliced all the way down my hand. It was a cardboard cut. Which I had never experienced before. Paper cuts are nothing compared to cardboard cuts.
Yeah, especially that thick.
I had to go home.
Yeah.
I had to wrap my hand and I had to go home. I didn't need stitches or anything, but I made it seem like it was a lot worse than it was. It was very painful.
What they say in the OJ trial? If the gloves fit, you must
quit.
If they don't
fit, you must quit.
But mine fit.
So don't quit.
Wait.
Yours fit.
If they
don't
fit,
quit.
I killed them.
You killed OJ's wife. Everyone, that has been path 46 of the Mellow Brick Road. Thank you so much for joining us on this enlightening adventure today. Everyone, please give birthday shout-outs to the birthday boy, Trace Windsor, over here on his birthday this Friday, May 5th.
Cinco de
we're all
Mayo.
going to Going Bonkers. We're going to Going Bonkers. We're going to get pizza and jump around in their little ball pit thing.
We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. We'll see you there.
Ooh, I hope there's a shooting.
There was a lot of those, wasn't there?
At the Columbia one, the one that we were near. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Mellow Brick Road, both listening and viewing. Don't forget to follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/mellowbrickroad. You can also find the show on Instagram at Mellow Brick Road Podcast on Instagram, and also Facebook at Mellow Brick Road. Don't forget to follow Trace on his T-Dub Projects page on Facebook, T-Dub Projects. Probably we're going to be seeing a lot more wood carving.
This is so cool, right?
So that's cool. And then check out my Instagram page where we see a lot of not much. Remember, like 2 months ago when I said I was going to post a lot more? Anyway,
we're working on it.
We're still working on it. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening. And don't forget to always ease on down that road.
Peace and blessings.